Welcome to my MSAN 622 final project video. The main idea of this project was to understand trends in mental health in the US. Where I got my raw data was from a 2013 survey distributed by the US Department of Health and Human Services, and the survey was titled the National Survey on Drug Use and Health. It consisted of about 55,000 responses that individual citizens gave to an exhaustive series of questions about their demographic, drug use, and mental health information. I processed this data in R to get rid of all of the columns except for the ones for which I was interested. So I've got a series of visualizations here. This first one is a parallel coordinates plot. And what I'm doing is comparing age over here with various emotions used to describe depression, things like nervousness, hopelessness, and restlessness. Over here, age is a coded variable. So 17 represents the people who are 65 and older, whereas 7 represents people who are 18. For the rest of the variables, these were measured in terms of a response that ranged from 1 to 5. 1 being I feel this way all of the time, and 5 being I feel this way none of the time. So as you can see, as it tends that older people tend to have less intense feelings of depression overall. What I want to do with this chart is turn it into a simple line chart. I think as it is right now as a parallel coordinates plot, it's a little bit cluttered, and I think I can get the same information with greater data ink ratio and a line chart. So the next plot I want to look at and share is this one right here, this alcohol by income. And what I mean by alcohol is on the y-axis over here, this is a measure of how many drinks a person has had in the past year. I'm sorry, how many days a person has had a drink in the past year. So this ranges from 1 to 365. Down here along the x-axis, we've got a coded income variable with 1 representing the poorest and 4 representing the richest individuals. This visualization doesn't work quite so well because we have all sorts of combinations of data being met. We've got poor people who are teetotal and also alcohol abusive, just like we've got the same story over here for the rich folks. Another layer is this race variable over here, which I've coded using color. What I want to do is take aggregate functions of all these things so that I could maybe have a multiple bar chart. So I could have all 7 races in income bracket 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as their average number of days that a person in these groups has had a drink. I think this would be a better comparison both between groups as well within groups. My third visualization is this thing over here. Really, instead of, it looks kind of like a scatter plot, I suppose, but what I want it to be is a bar chart. And what this is people who have either smoked a cigarette in their life or never smoked a cigarette in their life. And the colors represent males and females. So what I wanted to do was look at within a substance how many people have done that substance or not done that substance, and within each of those responses how many were men and how many were women. And I want to do this not only with cigarettes, which this one indicates, but also alcohol, marijuana, heroin, and other substances. As you can see, my visualizations are far from complete right now. So I wanted to thank you all for taking the time to listen to me. If you have any feedback, please let me know either in person, through email, or in the comment section. Thank you.